Queen and Slim, what are you doing? Hi, it's your girl Alile here and welcome to my video, and to all my subscribers, welcome back. Now, if you do enjoy my video, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe to my channel and comment below. If there are any films that you'd like me to review, just let me know. And also, while you're at it, feel free to share my video with your friends and family. Let's get into the video. So today's review is going to be on the film Queen and Slim. Who has seen it? Now, it came out in 2019 and it's a crime romance film. Now, it stars Jodie Turner-Smith, and you'll know her from The Last Ship, and also she recently just married Joshua Jackson from Dawson's Creek, which I love. And it also stars the very talented Daniel Kaluuya, who you'll know from Get Out, and also most recently Judas and the Black Messiah. So the film is about a couple who go on a date and then end up on the run and the adventures that they face.
How you gonna outrun the police?
We don't have to outrun them. We just have to make sure they don't know where we are.
Daniel plays Slim, and I would sum up this character as soft, spiritual, and simple. He conveys the demeanour and the mannerisms of this character really well. Meanwhile, you have Jodie's character, who is Queen, and she's a lot more complex. She very much leads the storyline and she definitely steers the decisions. Now, whilst this is a crime romance film, there were the odd comical lines which I really appreciated in this film. Now, there's also a moment where the poster of the film, or the thumbnail of this film, they managed to incorporate that within the storyline and within their journey. Again, that was something that I thought was really nicely done. And the effects of being able to hear the thoughts of different characters when, for example, they're dancing and you can hear what she's thinking, I felt really added to the character. Now, Daniel's character is a soft guy, and you can really pick up on this at the very beginning of the film. So it did confuse me as to why his character reacted the way that he did, which basically sets the theme for the entire movie. Now, the theme definitely gave me Bonnie and Clyde, modern day Bonnie and Clyde vibes. And I can quote, Daniel has actually said that Bonnie and Clyde broke the law, whereas Queen and Slim got pulled over for the colour of their skin and they had to survive. Now, that's a really key point, because throughout the film, you do feel that they are constantly just trying to survive, even though they have just set out on a date that has clearly gone wrong. It's like the worst date in the world.
What took you so long to respond to me? I sent you a very well-crafted message 3 weeks ago. And today, out of the blue, you hit me up asking if you want to grab dinner. What changed?
I didn't feel like being alone. Not tonight.
So you turned to Tinder.
The Date That's Gone Wrong highlights real-life issues, especially those that we've seen through the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, it's extremely powerful, a very powerful film that looks at the community and the police, especially when we look at the different characters Queen and Slim encounter on their journey. It's interesting to see the reactions of the people that they meet, and you have some that are against them, and then you have some that are completely supporting them.
Power to the people.
And they're somewhat surprised by this. Now, we also see the police and the community. And again, within the community, there are like-minded people, but yet they are divided. Again, along with the police, whilst you have some that think one way, you have others that think a different way. So I feel like it really tries to showcase in today's society how, whilst we are all like-minded around certain things, we can still be very divided when it comes to the reactions and actions of others. Now, I mentioned that Jodie's character definitely steers the storyline and she very much makes the decisions. But there were decisions I just kept thinking, Queen and Slim, what are you doing? For example, they needed gas. Why did they not take their wallet? Why did they not take it? Can anybody tell me that? I was so frustrated with them sometimes, and they just kept making really silly decisions like that. It just could have maybe been done slightly different, because from the very beginning, if you're faced with a gun in your face, who in their right mind goes to reach for a phone, especially knowing the world that we live in, knowing the things that have been going on in the world? Why would you do it? A gun's in your face. Don't reach for anything. In fact, stay in the car. That would be my advice. But no, they didn't do that. And so I think I was struggling to really warm to the character as I say, particularly Queen, just because of the decisions that were being made. And I also felt like it was told in a really beautiful way, really lovely.
What if God wanted me to die and I messed up his plan?
I don't think that's what he wanted.
But I did feel there were gaps in the storyline where they all of a sudden got extra close. And I'm thinking, did I miss a development in the relationship? I feel like I missed a connection, and that bothered me, because you do find films where 1 minute people are doing one thing and then they're jumping on each other. And I'm thinking, I'm sorry, how did that happen? I struggled with this. I did. The development I felt needed to have been a little bit stronger. Now, what I loved about this film, first and foremost, you cannot get away from it, is the soundtrack. It was a great soundtrack. I've actually had to check it out on YouTube and actually add it to my playlist, just because it was so good. And I think what made it good is just the way that it perfectly matched the different scenes. There were amazing, beautiful, scenic scenes, and I think that really did make the soundtrack stand out. What I also loved was how it made men vulnerable, and it's something that you don't always see in a film. And there were different characters, and I think that there were definitely glimpses where you could see how vulnerable they were, and I think that was actually really quite beautifully done. Also, for me, what really tied a lot of the storyline together was just the nod to the injustice in the world. The story was told in such a way that we can all understand it.
Failed to execute a turn signal back there.
Go ahead and ask you to step out of the vehicle for me.
So my final thoughts for the film is that it was somewhat entertaining. I think the storyline itself was really good. The theme was also really powerful, especially because it hits a lot of notes that we are facing in today's society. However, I felt like maybe the message wasn't necessarily meant for me, because it was a message I'd received a long time ago. So I wasn't as entertained as I'd like to have been. I loved the relationship between the two of them, but I didn't always find it that believable at the same time. I did enjoy the soundtrack, and for me that was, to be honest with you, the highlight of the film. So, having said all of that, out of 10, I'm giving Queen and Slim a 6. That's all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, if you did enjoy this video, like, comment and subscribe. I would love to hear from you, and feel free to share with your friends and family. Take care. Bye.
Happens tonight.
Did you think we were gonna have sex?
Nah, look at you. No, I thought we were gonna hang out, maybe get to know each other.